Now ready for our next speaker, who is Elena Shuvalova. Elena is actually the CTBUH country leader for Russia. She hails from Moscow and is the founder and owner of the lobby agency. She's got a strong economics background, and her talk will cover the economic development of the CEE countries, that's Central and Eastern Europe, and how this has influenced high-rise construction there. So please give a hand to Elena.
Thank you, Steve. I'm delighted to speak here, and I will speak on the tall buildings in Europe countries. To speak about this problem, I would mention that these buildings are much more lower than in Asia, and we shall know this. In Europe, even a building of 12 floors may be considered as a high-rise building to some extent. Oh, okay. Now we shall watch the main economic growth trends in this region in Europe. All of us know about the influence of the great 2008 financial crisis, but nobody knows that region of New Europe was less influenced with this crisis. Why? I shall explain now. This region was less influenced with this crisis because it has rather good market, a consumer market in the countries of old Europe. And that's why all the products are guaranteed with the countries of old Europe. And I'll explain also that global GDP in this region increased from negative GDP minus 2.2 in 2009 to 3.9 in last year, demonstrating a great growth. What efforts we should undertake in order to go out of the crisis? The main issues are investing in key infrastructure and investing in clean energy, I mean energy growth. And most positive influence to go out of the crisis, we may ask our neighbors to help us. Thus, China infrastructure was actually made by its neighbor, Hong Kong. It's a business community who invest a lot of money into infrastructure, and the country managed to build a great network of roads. Highway increased immensely. And a few words about New Europe formation. This region was formed after the USSR influence became less at the end of 1980s, and different countries of this region demonstrate as different behavior. if Poland and Czech Republic demonstrated economical growth, the others as Yugoslavia were disintegrated, and the economy of these countries was very, very bad state. And now we shall make a discovery, because during the crisis of 2008 to 2009, this region, I mean Europe, demonstrated good financial behavior. Investors didn't flee away from it, but the number of investment in the project was quite a big one. On the contrary to previous crises in Mexico, East Asia, Russia, and Argentina, the Europe region was quite in a good state after the crisis. And during last years, most of the countries of New Europe even demonstrated economic growth. I already explained that this was because of the main export markets. Nearly 80% of the export market of New Europe is in the old Europe. And now we can watch the table GDP growth in Europe. This one. We can mention that 3 countries demonstrated the most incredible economic growth last year. It was Albania, Poland, and Slovak Republic. Among these, only Poland has a lot of tall buildings projects. And I want also to stress that more than 36 million of Europeans live in high-rise residences. I mean 12 or more floor residences. Almost all of these buildings need to be refurbished. And according to International Energy Agency, the existing buildings stock needs to be refurbished. If it will be refurbished, we will save energy potential of 28% of energy efficiency. And while the problem of refurbishment could be solved very quickly, I think the main reason is the low income of population living in these buildings. Most of owners and residents of these buildings got low income and do not have enough opportunities to make necessary refurbishment. And the European Union tried to settle this problem. It adopted a great number of documents, and it also declared this structural and cohesion funds to play the main role in realizing the European Union energy strategy and promoting a low energy intensity development models. In next years, the European Union will distribute 308 billion euros in structural funds, and a great number of this amount will go to developing Europe. I mean Europe. And energy efficiency and renewable energy are emphasized as one of the 12 priority areas to structural funds in investment by the community strategic guidelines, and nearly more than 80% of all the European money will be invested into this priority area. The new European Union Action Plan to Energy Efficiency includes also the main priority actions. The Commission will encourage European regional policy to deploy its national and regional programs to promote more intensive investments and to improve energy efficiency. And this picture is, I think it's rather interesting because it shows us the energy saving potential. We can mention that nearly 41% of European Union energy is goes into construction industry. And next picture demonstrates us non-efficient way of use of energy in European countries. We also mention that Bulgaria and Estonia are the main energy users. In order to preserve the existing high-rise buildings and build new ones, we shall take into consideration the green strategy, the green energy strategy. And the general European regulation was modified in May 2009 in order to allow all the European members to allocate up to 4% of their European regional development funds to renewable and efficient energy in residential construction. I think it's a good indication. And here we can see the state of the most of the European European residential buildings before renovations. I think it's quite awful. When this building wasn't refurbished, it used 8% more energy than after. These are the main measures undertaken in order to make this building better and more energy efficient. And this is the picture demonstrates the building after its renovation. It's Radomir buildings in Bulgaria. And we also can mention that there is the evolution in green technologies and green energy. And this is the picture of one of the most famous skyscraper of our days in Europe, Rondo 1. It's in Warsaw. This building, I think, was built 8 years ago, but last year it got a LEED Gold certificate in the category of existing building. The certificate is a culmination of more than 1 year long process of implementing new environmentally friendly solutions in Rondo 1. And speaking about the main high-rise project in CEE countries, we can mention that Bosnia and Herzegovina is now, along with Poland, is the leader in this construction, and its major building is called Evers Twist Tower. It was built as a headquarter of Evers newspapers, and it's the biggest building in Bosnia. And it was ended in terms of the crisis. It has also residential developments, premium class office spaces, and congress, different restaurants, and even observation desk. And also one of the projects to be mentioned because of its specific, it's Bosmal City Center. It's the first condominium in Balkans. It was built with the plans of new technology, with green energy, and I think it also will get a LEED certificate. Here is a picture of it, and this residential buildings is also of luxury segment, and the total investment of that building was 120 million, which represent the biggest green direct investment in Bosnia up to date. And this is the last landmark projects in Europe. I would like to mention this is in Romania, Bucharest. This is the office building, and I think when it will be finished, it will be actually it will be a landmark of Romanian capital. It contains different office units, not more than 300 meters square meters, and it is energy efficient. And it also contains 200 video cameras in order to watch about the security of the building. It's the last projects in Poland as well. Mixed-use complex Zloty Terrace in Warsaw. And landmark residential development in Gdynia also. And now a few words about the future of the tall buildings in this region. I think that this region will chance a great number of tall buildings after going out of the crisis, and the main banks investing in the region show their interest to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elena. Do we have any questions for Elena, please? Because again, I've certainly got one, so I will kick off. Elena, you showed the chart of GDP growth over the last few years, and in particular in 2010, where Poland, Slovak Republic, and Albania were shown as the leading economic growth areas. Do you know what the predictions are for the future, for the next few years, and how that varies across the whole region? Yeah, I'm thinking about the economic forecasts for the future for the CEE region. Do you know what they are and how it differs between countries?
Yes, I think that while it's closely connected with the old Europe markets, economy will be okay. Yes, I think so.
Okay. Anyone else? Otherwise, we will excuse Elena and go to our next speaker. Okay, all right. Thank you, Elena. Okay, our next speaker is Stanislav